as we found out in '86, it's never over till it's over. And I think it was with 17 or 18 laps to go. I remember going down the main straight and no, not too far behind Prost, and just pulled out, and I think we were about 220 miles an hour, and then the explosion happened at the back of the car with the tyre letting go.
Hey, look at that! How that, and colossally, that's Mansell! That is Nigel Mansell!
And it ripped the brake line off, and obviously we then took all the might to actually keep the car facing the right direction so I didn't go straight into the wall. And obviously that was that championship done, lost the championship by 1 point. Then Jean-Marie Balleste called me and said, you know, I want you at the prize giving in Paris for the World Championship. And I said, well, you know, I'm not the world champion. I don't want to come to prize giving. I just lost the World Championship by 1 point. We're putting on a special prize for you. I said, well, I don't want a special prize. I said, I'd much rather, you know, have won. And he said, well, if you don't come, I'm going to fine you another $150,000, which is more than my salary at that time, or quite a significant amount. So I ended up going to the prize giving, and you know, begrudgingly. And then I went into the room and sat down next to Bertie Martin, who was the clerk of the course of Adelaide. And he said, Nigel, oh, I'm so sorry what happened to you. You know, you really deserve the World Championship. And I said, oh, thank you. And then he turned to me and said, you know what would have happened if you'd have hit the wall? And I said, 200 and something miles an hour, best broken legs, worst, might have killed me, or, you know, pretty bad smash, that's for sure. He said, yeah, he said, but the debris on the circuit and everything else. He said, you know what would have happened? I said, no, not really, I don't really care. And he said, well, he said, we'd have put the red flag out, we'd have to put the red flag out. And he said, gone over 2/3 distance, we wouldn't have started the race again, and you'd have been world champion. And you know, the moral of the story, because there's always a moral to the story, is that when you're doing 200 plus miles an hour down the straight and you have a real tyre blowout like a bomb going off, then get the rule book out and have a look at the rules to see whether you want to hit the wall or not.